Have you ever put your child in a timeout? I certainly have. Or maybe you've been visiting with friends or nieces and nephews where you've seen them get a timeout. It's a parenting strategy and a disciplined way to help create a pause for the child to be able to calm down, to take a breath. I know I found with Josie and Jaden, there were times where I said, okay, quick pause, time out. Why don't you go in your room for a couple minutes? Come on back when you can engage in a nicer way. It was almost like they were craving that. And like they needed that to be able to just take a breath. Well, when I was in a small group coaching, one of my women's leadership series recently, I had talked about that I took a mommy timeout, and they were like, "What? I've never heard of that." And I had never even thought about it that way before, but I realized that I do this and I design this. And so I wanted to share it with you in case there are times where you are feeling frustrated or emotional or like over engaged, overstimulated. Just like a timeout for a child can help, it may be that it can be valuable for you to call a timeout. When you are in a meeting and you're feeling really angry and triggered, that's the opportunity. Instead of being on autopilot and having a knee-jerk response, and if you're angry, you lash out, or you shut down and you stonewall, or you cry, or whatever it is that your go-to is, you pause. You give yourself a timeout for a minute. And you think, what do I need right now to take care of myself? And it may be a physical timeout where you just excuse yourself to go use the restroom or refill your cup of coffee. And then make sure when you do that, that you also re-engage. And when you do, it may be that when you come back, you need to apologize or you need to make an amends or a repair bid. But give yourself permission to take a time out, to hit the pause button, to think and ask yourself some questions about what you need to be able to show up the way you want to, and then act from that place. Let me know if you try it, how it goes, what you learn, what your other strategies are to be able, because this is all about having the strength to consciously choose how you want to show up in every situation. And if you find that you're not showing up how you want to, taking a time out might give you just the moment you need to reset, to come back and engage in a thoughtful way. Thanks for joining me. I'm Darcy Loma. This is Thoughtfully Fit Thursdays. I hope you join me every Thursday. If you haven't yet, go ahead and like my Facebook page, facebook.com/Darcy Loma, or head on over to my website, darcyloma.com, and you can sign up for my weekly Thoughtfully Fit tips. They come out every Wednesday. It's just a short blog article about a case study, a challenge one of my clients have had, something around emotional intelligence, leadership, team building, that I have learned, a nugget that I hope will give you some new insights for your week. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Darcy Loma. Take care. We'll see you next week.